Well, good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Storm Lake High School and the Storm Lake baseball field as we get ready for non-conference baseball here on a Thursday night. It is a great night weather-wise. Now, you got to throw in the wind as well, but as far as like temperature and everything like that and the rain holding off, it's pretty good. Just got to deal with the wind conditions tonight. And going to turn my levels up a little bit. Thanks, Brian, for that heads up. I appreciate that. And we're getting ready for Emmetsburg and Storm Lake, and a non-conference matchup with the E-Hawks representing the Twin Lakes and the Tornadoes representing the Lakes Conference. Let's get into tonight's pregame show. That is going to be brought to you by Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake, online at lakeshealth.org.
This school year with light-speed learning from Premier Communications. Our lightning-fast internet speeds are designed with students in mind. Say goodbye to buffering and lag during crucial study sessions and homework assignments. With blazing speeds and a secure connection, you'll fly through online assignments and exams with nothing slowing you down. Plus, our family-friendly packages cater to multiple devices, ensuring everyone in your home can learn, work, and play without interruption. Upgrade your online learning experience with Premier's home internet, where uninterrupted connection meets academic excellence. Sign up today for a seamless online learning experience with Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
Live video tonight, despite, we had a little early trouble with internet and everything, but Patrick got it figured out, so we're ready to go. We're on the FM dial 100.1, but also Explore Okoboji live video. Thanks to Patrick for making the trip with me, and we're ready to bring you that in case you did not make the trip here to Emmetsburg, or you just want to watch it again later. We do have it on live video. But as far as these two teams are concerned, Storm Lake, well, they're playing some really good ball out of the Lakes Conference, and the Tornadoes, 7-4, they are 2-0 in conference play. For the E-Hawks, 4-4, 3-0 in the Twin Lakes. So a good non-conference matchup tonight between the Tornadoes and the E-Hawks. Little pregame talk there from Lakes Regional Healthcare. Starting lineups for Emmetsburg, they'll be the visitors. Starting lineups coming up next. That is going to be brought to you by Central Bank and Insurance. They are there to make it happen for you.
It happens here, here, and here. High-speed internet from Premier Communications delivers vital learning resources to schools, homes, and businesses. Get a head start on homework. Call or visit Premier Communications online to explore the latest internet and Wi-Fi options.
Okay, I can't. Okay, let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. Let's start off first for Emmetsburg. They are the visitors on the scoreboard. They are going to start off with center fielder Cameron Madden, followed by shortstop M.J. Bay, DH Bronson Dietrich. He's going to be DH-ing tonight for the first baseman Matthew Malm. Hitting fourth will be the right fielder Carson Fetlin. Then catching will be Carson Bach, batting fifth. And in the sixth hole will be second baseman Cooper Chiswick, followed by third baseman Gavin Swanson. Then pitcher Justin Wirtz and left fielder Brennan Hasbrook. So that's the starting lineup for Emmetsburg. They are the visitors, so they will bat first. And they are coached by Briar Rowley. And once again, 4-4 overall. They are 3-0 in the Twin Lakes Conference, coming off a nice win last night over Southeast Valley. Emmetsburg tonight is in the gold uniforms. The top, black lettering, white pants. Storm Lake tonight will be in the green tops with the gray pants and black lettering. 326 down the lines here at the Tornado baseball field, and then 396 in dead center, as Storm Lake also shares this field with Buena Vista. We'll go over the Storm Lake defense when we go around the diamond coming up, but that's the starting lineups. And right now, pause for the national anthem. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
West Iowa bone, joint, and sports surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIAbone.com.
Located in a historical church, a Heavenly Celebration specializes in designer wedding gowns and full-service wedding party attire. They also provide couples with the latest home decor, flatware, crystal, and china options to complete their wedding registry. A Heavenly Celebration in Emmetsburg for all life's new beginnings.
SlashPoint Sales in Emmetsburg is here to service all of your computer needs. If your computer is running a little slow, your antivirus has expired, or you need an upgrade, contact SlashPoint Sales in Emmetsburg, the local team to call when it comes to all of your computer, server, and IT needs. Servicing business networks, new desktops, laptops, and printers, and full system computer repairs. SlashPoint Sales provides reliable solutions. SlashPoint Sales in Emmetsburg. Stop in or call 712-852-8100.
Gutters, gutters, gutters. This is Bill Berger, owner of Go Gutters. We specialize in installing 5 and 6 inch seamless gutters with oversized downspouts. With over 40 years experience and 4 trucks running every day, we can get you done quickly. We warranty all our work. We are local. We are the experts. We are Go Gutters.
We keep our minds in the gutters so you don't have to. Call Go Gutters at 803-609-2681.
Iowa Trust and Savings Bank in Emmetsburg is a proud supporter of our area students, athletes, and our community. For 90 years, you have trusted us with your financial needs. We are proud to give back and support our community. Iowa Trust values the relationships we have with our customers and the community. Go Ehawks! Visit iowatrustbank.com or download our new app, Iowa Trust and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
We welcome you back here to Storm Lake. I'm Scott Nolte. Patrick Hazlett is on the camera. We are on the FM dial 100.1 and online, exploreokoboji.com, the Okoboji radio app, and then also, like I mentioned, live video stream tonight. Explore Live Video. You can check it out under the Sports tab on YouTube as well, and Patrick's got that all set up and appreciate his help. And Patrick is doing a great job for us. Our first video broadcast of the season. We've tried to get a couple of them in, but the weather has just not allowed it so far. So first up is Emmetsburg Storm Lake on live video for the summer season. But we'll have more, and appreciate his help and Brian back at the studios as we get ready for the first pitch. 7:03. 7:03 is the first pitch. Cameron Madden is the first batter for the Ehawks against Carson Woolman, the pitcher for Storm Lake. And Brian, I am going to do the around the diamond here at the field, and then we'll play the sponsor when we go into break, just to give you that heads up as this one's fouled back. And around the diamond, brought to you by Okoboji Motor Company, driven to serve better. Charlie DeVergston is at third, Alan White at short, Jake White at second, Braxton Jensen at first. 2-strike pitch here to Madden, nearly got him, but that does miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Carson Lohman pitching. Ty Botholt will be the catcher. As the pitch comes in, and that is strike 3 called on Cameron Madden. Anand Chayawang out in left, David Gonzalez Santos in center, Luke Richardson in right for the Tornadoes. Around the diamond, brought to you by Okoboji Motor Company, and we'll thank them when we go into break. Tornadoes are coached by Michael Knapp. Now the batter, MJ Bay. Strike 1 to the shortstop. Take a look at some numbers here from Lohman as far as on the mound. Strike 2 now to Bay. And the pitch. And that is swung on, tipped, caught by the catcher for strikeout number 2. Carson Lohman, 4 games played as a pitcher, 3 games started. He's got a 1-1 record, just over 20 innings pitched, and an ERA of 1.72. Bronson Dietrich, the batter now for the Ehawks. First pitch swinging, popped him up foul territory, out of play behind home plate. Strike 1. Did that go in the stands? Might have went in the stands. Oh, right here? Might have been right by the press box area. Beautiful setup here at Storm Lake. Lots of wind here tonight. Reached at one there in the dirt, did Dietrich. Strike 2, and he is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Dietrich trying to get something going for the E-Hawks here with 2 outs. Here's a ground ball. Slow roller picked up by the third baseman, DeVergston, and safe at first. Bronson Dietrich legs it out. It was a little bit of a bobble by DeVergston, but I believe Dietrich was going to be at first anyways. I'm going to count that as a infield single. It was a little bit of a slow roller. And that's going to bring up Carson Fetlin. Carson, the senior, batting .174 on the season. 5 RBIs. Here's the pitch. And that one, Carson Fetlin swung at. He tried to check his swing. Strike 1. So Emmetsburg batting here in the top half of the first. No score. There's 2 outs. E-Hawks Dietrich, runner at first. Carson Fetlin, the batter, as Lohman looks in from the stretch. And a fire over to first. He did have Dietrich leaning just a little bit, but Bronson was able to get back. So he's back safely at first base. The Emmetsburg softball team is also here playing Storm Lake tonight. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Runner going to go, trying to get down to second, and Dietrich will get there. He got a really good jump. Bronson Dietrich is in scoring position for the E-Hawks on the stolen base. But now 2 strikes to Carson Fetlin. Runner at second, 2 outs. E-Hawks trying to strike first on the road. And Lohman with the pitch in the dirt, and it's going to get away. Dietrich is going to get to third easily as it goes all the way to the backstop. So runner at third now for the E-Hawks, 2 away. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Carson Fetlin. And a base hit away from Emmetsburg scoring the first run here on the road at Storm Lake. Lohman looks in once again to his catcher. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that is in there. Caught Carson Fetlin looking. Strike 3. E-Hawks leave a base runner stranded at third base. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. 3 strikeouts that inning by Carson Lohman of Storm Lake. E-Hawks leave a base runner stranded at third. 0 for Emmetsburg. Storm Lake coming up for the first time. And we'll talk about their starting lineup and also the Emmetsburg defense coming up on Y100.
West Iowa bone, joint, and sports surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIAbone.com.
Located in a historical church, A Heavenly Celebration specializes in designer wedding gowns and full-service wedding party attire. They also provide couples with the latest home decor, flatware, crystal, and china options to complete their wedding registry. A Heavenly Celebration in Emmetsburg for all life's new beginnings.
Storm Lake is where we are tonight, able to get the broadcasts in. Tornadoes and the E-Hawks. And let's take a look at the Storm Lake starting lineup. Charlie DeVergston will lead things off, followed by Alan White, Carson Lohman, Jake White, Luke Richardson, David Gonzalez-Santos, Ty Botholt, Braxton Jensen, and Brock Edwards. Starting lineup for Storm Lake offensively. And then defensively, we just heard the Okoboji Motor Company ad. Okoboji Motor Company, driven to serve better, brings you around the diamond. And for Emmetsburg around the diamond, Gavin Swanson is at third, MJ Bay at short, Cooper Chiswick at second, Matthew Malm is at first, Brennan Hasbrook in left, Cameron Madden center, Carson Fetlin in right, Carson Bach is catching, and Justin Wirtz will get the nod tonight on the bump for the E-Hawks. Taking a look at Justin. And looks like Justin might be making his first pitching appearance of the season. That is the case. I do not see him on the pitching stats so far this year. So Justin Wirtz making his season debut on the mound here tonight against Storm Lake. And now we get ready for the first pitch here in the bottom half of the first inning. I'm Scott Nolte, Patrick Hazlett on the camera, computer. Appreciate him being here, making the trip down here with me, and then also Brian back at the studios. And here we go to the bottom of the first inning. Emmetsburg 0, Storm Lake batting for the first time. Charlie DeVergston will lead things off for the Tornadoes. DeVergston, White, Lolman for head coach Michael Knapp. Charlie DeVergston, a junior. And he is batting .379 on the season. .379 on the season. Facing Justin Wirtz, who gets his first start of the year. Nice pitch there by Justin. 1 ball, 1 strike. Emmetsburg had a base runner at third, but stranded him in the top half of this frame, so no score there for the Ehawks. Storm Lake batting for the first time. Here's the 1-1. That one looked like it slipped out of the hands of Wirtz as it does go high. 2 balls and 1 strike. We are on the FM dial, but also on the camera. Live video. You can watch there with the audio. Strike 2. Nice pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Charlie DeVergston, leadoff batter for Storm Lake. And Justin Wirtz will look in and fires. And swing and a miss. A big strikeout for Wirtz on DeVergston to start the inning. 1 away. That's going to bring up the sophomore, Alan White. Beautiful field here at Storm Lake. Beautiful complex. They share it with Buena Vista University. I know the BV baseball team had another successful season. Strike 1 there, Wirtz to White. And they recently redid the infield here at the baseball field. Nice turf field. It is redone for this year. As that one misses outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. This Emmetsburg baseball team, they started off the season 0 for 4 as far as wins. 0 and 4, I was trying to say. But they played some really good competition, and they were close in those games. Check swing, missed high, 2 and 1. However, the last 4 games, Emmetsburg is 4-0, including a win over Southeast Valley last night on the road. So playing some excellent ball here the last 7 to 10 days. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and that is low and inside, 3-1. Talking to Breyer before the game, had a nice conversation with him inside the dugout. 3 balls, 1 strike to White, and the pitch. And this one's hit hard. That's a gapper between right and center, and it's going to drop, and Carson Fetlin's there is going to get it quickly back in. And it's going to be a 1-out single for Alan White into right field. So that's going to bring up Carson Lolman. Carson's swinging a really hot bat right now through the first 11 games for Storm Lake, as Storm Lake does stand at 7-4 on the season and 2-0 in the Lakes Conference. Lolman is the team leader in batting average at .424. He is really seeing the ball very well. Leading the team in hits with 14. He's got 4 doubles. And a high chopper backing up. Nice play by the shortstop, Bay, who gets the out at second, over to first, and the stretch by Matthew Malm at first, and it performs the double play. Nice job there. And that is going to be 6-4 to get White, 4-3 to get Lolman on the double play. That ends the inning, and it's a 1-2-3 inning then for Storm Lake. And after 1, no score between the Tornadoes and the Ehawks. This time we're going to take a minute break. We'll come back with the second inning in 1 minute on Y100 and Explore Live Video.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake.
More than healthcare, it's life care. More than healthcare, it's life care. Palo Alto County Health System. For comfort and care, we're well known. Patient focused, close to home. More than healthcare, it's life care. Palo Alto County Health System.
More than healthcare, it's life care.
One inning complete, and no score between the Ehawks and the Tornadoes. Emmetsburg batting in the top half of the second. Carson Bach will step in there against Carson Lohman. And that one is going to miss just a little bit low here. 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for the Ehawks. Taking a look at Carson Bach, Jr., batting .278. And he swings at this one, fouls it back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Plenty of sunshine here in Storm Lake, but as you might have guessed, plenty of wind as well. That seems to be the case. Swing and the miss, strike 2. A lot of wind traveling down here. Seems like this spring and start of the summer it's either been wind or rain. We've rarely had any perfect days, and that one catches the outside corner to ring up Carson Bach, strike 3. And for Carson Lohman of Storm Lake, that is now 4 strikeouts through the first inning and the third. Second baseman Cooper Chiswick will bat. Sophomore, batting .158. Relatively young squad for Emmetsburg and head coach Briar Rowley. You got Carson Fetlin, who is the only senior in the starting lineup tonight. The rest, you're looking at juniors. Got some 8th graders, some sophomores. So some young talent getting some valuable playing time and making the best of it as well. As I said, they're on a 4-game winning streak. That's in there, strike 1. It's now 2 balls, 1 strike. No score here in the top half of the second. Non-conference baseball on a Thursday. 2-1 coming. Here's a line drive, and it goes off the glove of the second baseman. White trickles into right field. That will be an error. Cooper Chiswick aboard at first. And Emmetsburg's got a base runner for the second straight inning. And that's going to bring up Gavin Swanson. You know, that line drive was at the second baseman, but the wind is kind of blowing towards right field, and that just at the very end, it kind of tailed off. It ricocheted off the edge of the glove there of White into shallow right field. That is going to be a swing and a miss. Gavin Swanson, strike 1. Emmetsburg 0, Storm Lake 0. Top of the second. Woolman working from the stretch. And here's the 0-1. He shows a bunt. Beautiful bunt. And picked up by Lohman barehanded. Throws across his body over to first. And a bobble at first. And runners now at first and second. He is safe. So a little bit of a bobble at first base there by Braxton Jensen. And Emmetsburg's got base runners at first and second. And I've got to count that as an error because of the bobble there. The ump was originally going to call him out, and then he noticed the bobble. So I got to call that an error. And it's first and second. That's going to bring up Justin Wirtz. Might see another bunt here. Nice block by the catcher. Bodholt will keep it in front of him. Otherwise, those base runners are going to move up, and it's ball 1. That was in the dirt. Or here at Storm Lake, can't really say dirt because it's a turf infield, but it was low. 1 ball, no strikes to Justin Wirtz. And the pitch. And a high chopper over the pitcher's head. 2 shortstop, picked up by White over to first in time. That is out number 2. Chiswick to third, Swanson to second, but now there's 2 away. And that's going to bring up Brennan Hasbrook. Hasbrook, a 8th grader, 167 hitter, 3 RBIs on the season. The Hawks would love for RBI number 4 and 5 to come across. Strike 1 called. Number 9 hitter in lineup tonight for head coach Briar Rowley. No score here in the second, but Emmetsburg threatening, runners at second and third. Hard hit ground ball to second, scooped up by White over to first, and in time, and that's going to be out number 3. Emmetsburg once again gets base runners in scoring position, unable to push anything across. No runs. I had them for no hits, 2 errors, 2 left on base, including runners at second and third. After an inning and a half, no score, and we're back in 1 minute.
Do you ever think about coffee more than once a day? In Emmetsburg and Spencer, it's called Deja Brew. No, not Deja Vu. Deja Brew. Deja Brew coffee shops in Emmetsburg and Spencer offer more than just coffee. Experience big city flavors with the hometown feel. Visit the newly remodeled Emmetsburg location or enjoy the patio in Spencer. Cold or hot coffees, wine, beer, or food. Come to the shop reviewed as welcoming, beautiful, and delicious. Deja Brew in Emmetsburg and Spencer. Visit Deja Brew on Facebook for upcoming events and specials. As a farmer, you know that a proper pre-season maintenance check can mean the difference between an agonizing or smooth start to harvest. ASI Contracting in Emmetsburg provides services to handle all your grain storage and material handling needs. Whether you are broke down, need parts, or a routine pre-season, ASI is your one-stop shop with 24-hour services available to keep your downtime and headaches to a minimum. Visit ASI-contracting.com to see everything they have to offer or call 712-415-1243.
We go to the bottom of the second inning, and Storm Lake, Emmetsburg matching up here tonight. Storm Lake in the green with the gray pants. Batting here in the bottom of the second, 4, 5, 6 hitters. Jake White, Luke Richardson, David Gonzalez Santos. After Storm Lake hit into a inning-ending double play in that first inning. So it is 4, 5, 6 here against Justin Wirtz. Ball 1 to Jake White. And that one just missed. 2 balls, no strikes. Thank you so much for listening or watching. We are on Explore Live Video as well. Thanks to Patrick for running the camera there. 2 balls, no strikes to White. And that's in there for strike 1. Great night tonight. Like I said, windy, but plenty of sunshine, nice cool temperatures, and most importantly, no rain that we have to deal with. That's been a common factor. 2-1 pitch coming in, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Like I said, either rain or wind this spring/summer. Justin looks in, gets his sign from catcher Carson Bach, shakes it off, takes some time, now he's ready to go. Here's the 2-2 pitch. This one's fouled on the right field line, out of play, and it remains 2-2. Going out there towards the batting cage area here at Storm Lake. So 2-2 remains the count to Jake White. And Justin Wirtz will fire in, and a hard hit ground ball. Shortstop backs up. That's Bay over to first in time. That's a nice play. MJ Bay over to Matthew Malm, and that is out number 1. That is going to bring up Luke Richardson, right fielder for Storm Lake. Richardson, junior, batting .367. As a team, Storm Lake batting .302 here in the first 11 games. Pretty decent batting average right there. Got some heavy hitters in the lineup. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Tornadoes 7-4 on the season. Got a very impressive victory on the road last night at Spirit Lake, 6-0. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one slipped out of Wirtz's hands again. 1 ball, 1 strike. Justin making his first pitching appearance of the season here tonight. So far, pitching pretty good in the first inning and a third. Richardson back inside the box as Wirtz looks in, gets a sign from Bach. And the 1-1 pitch. This one's chopped foul. Ricochets towards the Emmetsburg dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the ump will give a new baseball to Justin. And the count's going to go to 1 ball, 2 strikes. I think the ump is going to take just a little bit extra time because I believe that ricocheted off his foot. So he's going to try to walk that off a little bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Richardson. Nobody on base for Storm Lake. 1 away here in the bottom of the second. And no score. Wirtz will look in, and here's the 1-2. And that one is low and inside, 2-2. Well, we get a chance here. Let's thank some more of our great sports sponsors. Central Bank and Insurance. We heard them when we did our starting lineups earlier. Golden Buys Truckload Outlet. Also Hughes Pharmacy and Hy-Vee Dollar Fresh in Emmetsburg. 2-2, swing and a miss, and strike 3. And Justin Wirtz will get his second strikeout of the night. 2 away here in the bottom of the second. And that's going to bring up David Gonzalez Santos. So, Gonzalez Santos will step in. He is a sophomore, batting .323. Swung at that one. It was kind of one of those where he tried to get out of the way and then tried to check his swing, but he kind of circled around and unable to check it, so strike 1. I believe 6 hitters for Storm Lake, above 300 as far as the batting average. Strike 2. Got Wallman, DeVergston, White, Richardson, Botholt, and Gonzalez Santos. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. This is a slow roller ground ball picked up by Wirtz off the mound. Over to first, strong throw, nice play. Nice job, Justin Wirtz. Over to Matthew Malm. Storm Lake retired in order here in the second. And Justin looking pretty good through 2. Tornadoes, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We have played 2 innings of non-conference baseball here on a Thursday, and still no score. We're back in 1 minute on Y100 and Explore Live Video.
Do you ever think about coffee more than once a day? In Emmetsburg and Spencer, it's called Deja Brew. No, not Deja Vu. Deja Brew. Deja Brew coffee shops in Emmetsburg and Spencer offer more than just coffee. Experience big city flavors with the hometown feel. Visit the newly remodeled Emmetsburg location or enjoy the patio in Spencer. Cold or hot coffees, wine, beer, or food. Come to the shop reviewed as welcoming, beautiful, and delicious. Deja Brew in Emmetsburg and Spencer. Visit Deja Brew on Facebook for upcoming events and specials. As a farmer, you know that a proper pre-season maintenance check can mean the difference between an agonizing or smooth start to harvest. ASI Contracting in Emmetsburg provides services to handle all your grain storage and material handling needs. Whether you are broke down, need parts, or a routine pre-season, ASI is your one-stop shop with 24-hour services available to keep your downtime and headaches to a minimum. Visit ASI-contracting.com to see everything they have to offer or call 712-415-1243.
We go to the top half of the third inning here in Storm Lake. Emmetsburg and Storm Lake battling tonight. I'm Scott Nolte with Patrick on the camera. Brian back at the studios. Thanks for listening wherever you may be or watching. Emmetsburg goes back to the top of the lineup, and Cameron Madden will lead things off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Facing Carson Lohman. Here's the pitch. And this one is a sky-high pop-up on the infield right in front of home plate, and the pitcher, and actually it falls, okay, the very bizarre situation here. It falls in between Lohman and Botholt, and neither one caught it. It was in fair territory, but it bounced backwards and Botholt wisely picks it up in foul territory, and it remains, and then it becomes a strike. So if either one would have picked it up in fair territory, well, Madden was already at first base. So that turf made that that ball bounce backwards like that. A regular infield, I think that one might have died or maybe just rolled a little bit. I don't think that would have bounced back into foul territory. So Madden comes back to the plate and will face a 1-2 pitch here. And some catching equipment issues for Storm Lake's Ty Botholt. Might need a new catcher's mask here, catcher's helmet, as he will take that over. I think when he tossed it off, it kind of snapped in a couple of places. So he's going to bring that over to head coach Michael Knapp to get a replacement here, and then we'll get back to baseball. We're in the top half of the third. No score. E-Hawks and Tornadoes. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. And now it appears we're ready to go. So Madden now faces a 1-2 pitch from Carson Lohman. Carson Lohman. And that hits the helmet of Madden, so he's on first either way. That time hit by a pitch on a 1-2 pitch. That's going to bring up MJ Bay, shortstop. So Bay will step in there. Now they're going to take a look at Madden's helmet to see if that cracked. Looks like we're okay. So Madden is at first. Bay, the batter. Let's see what we got for some possible stats here on Madden on the bases. See if he's a threat for stealing. Here's the pitch, and this one's hit hard. This one is hit hard, dead center by Bay, and it's over the head of the center fielder Gonzalez Santos. Big hit by Bay, and stopping at third will be Madden. That's a double for MJ Bay, and man, did he put a drive into that, into dead center field. E-Hawks got something cooking here in the third inning. Second and third, nobody out. MJ Bay, 8th grader. Man, is he going to be fun to watch over the next few years. 269 hitter. Big hit right there. And that's going to bring up Bronson Dietrich. Dietrich's got a couple of RBIs on the season, batting .240. He's got ducks on the pond here in the third. Runners at second and third with nobody out against Carson Lohman. And he swings and misses. Strike one. Dietrich got a infield single back in that first inning. Lohman looks in, and the 0-1 pitch. And that one is low. Good stop by the catcher from Storm Lake. 1 ball, 1 strike. And we want to thank some more of our sponsors, Iowa Trust and Savings Bank. Also, Emmetsburg Utilities and Go Gutters and Go Foam It. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dietrich. Lohman with the pitch. Swing and a miss, and strike 2. 1-2. 326 down the lines here at Storm Lake. 396 dead center. And the winds, the winds are making those flags whip out there in right field. Here's a high chopper over the pitcher's head. A runner's going to score. Scooped up by the second baseman over to first, and safe. It was a high chopper, and Jake White at second charged it, but that baseball was just slow enough to allow Dietrich to leg out another infield single. He's going to get an RBI as well, scoring Cameron Madden. Nothing wrong there by Jake White. It just that high chopper, and Dietrich was motoring down the line. Runners on the corners. 1 run in, nobody out. Runner going to try to go to second. It's cut off. And Dietrich will go to second. Bay does not take the bait and try to go home, as it was cut off by the second baseman, Jake White, right in front of the bag to fire home. Instead, Emmetsburg's got runners at second and third, nobody out. And Carson Fetlin, the batter, 1 ball, 1 strike. So Emmetsburg's got the early lead on the road, 1-0, top half of the third. They're looking for more. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch. That's in there, strike 2. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's going to hit Fetlin. And the bases are going to be loaded for Emmetsburg here in the third. 2 hit batters, a double, infield single. 1 run is in. Carson Bach now the batter. And let's take a look at Carson's numbers. The junior batting .278, 2 RBIs on the season. He's got a chance to get a couple more here. Big swing and a miss, strike 1. He was looking for a couple of RBIs with that swing. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And this one's fouled back into the netting, strike 2. Emmetsburg 1, Storm Lake 0. Top of the third, Ehawks, runners at every base and no outs. Here's the 0-2. And missed high and outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, finally able to get a broadcast in. Last time we were able to do so was Monday. Here's the 1-2. And this one is fouled right back to the first base side. Still 1-2. Tuesday dealt with some rain issues in our area. And then had some issues last night with some field conditions. As this one is sprayed into left field, it's going to drop right in front of the left fielder for Storm Lake. And it's going to be another RBI for Emmetsburg and a single by Carson Bach. Good piece of hitting as he goes opposite way. Scores MJ Bay. And Emmetsburg now leads 2-0. And a courtesy runner for Emmetsburg will be Bryce Weir. So Bryce Weir will run at first. Emmetsburg is getting to Carson Lohman here in the third. Runners at every bag again, and nobody out. Ehawks already lead 2-0. Excellent inning for Emmetsburg here in the top half of the third. And Storm Lake's coach comes out for a brief meeting, brings in the infield to talk things over, trying to calm down Carson Lohman. And the home plate ump says, okay, that's enough time. Let's break this up. And the team will scatter to their respective positions. And that's going to bring up Cooper Chiswick, second baseman. So Dietrich at third, Fetlin at second, Bach at first. Nope, that's going to be not Bach. He did get that hit, but it's Bryce Weir at first. Courtesy running for the catcher. Chiswick the batter. And the pitch. And first pitch swinging into the netting. Foul ball, strike 1. Emmetsburg 2, Storm Lake 0, top of the third. No balls, 1 strike. And Lohman with the pitch. And strike 2. Nobody out this inning. Should mention that as well. Nobody out, bases loaded. And this one is into right center field. Coming in, Luke Richardson, and it's going to drop in front of the right fielder. 1 run is going to score, and that's going to be a single RBI for Cooper Chiswick. And Emmetsburg now leads 3-0. And what an inning for Emmetsburg here in the top half of the third. And they continue to bat around. Here's Gavin Swanson. Swanson reached on an error back in the second inning. And right back, foul to the backstop, strike 1. This is the last game of the week for Storm Lake. Monday, they're going to be at Cherokee. As this one, that's going to hit Gavin Swanson. Emmetsburg had the bases loaded. That's going to be a hit by pitch RBI for Gavin Swanson. It's going to score Fetland and makes it 4-0. That's the third hit batter this inning. And now that's going to bring up Justin Wirtz. 4-0 Emmetsburg here in the top of the third. Nobody out. Big swing there by Justin and a miss, strike one. What an inning for Emmetsburg. And that almost hit Wirtz. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got Weir at third, Chiswick at second, Swanson at first. Swing and a miss by Wirtz, strike 2. Still nobody out here in the top half of the third inning. Emmetsburg up 4-0. They have opened up the gates of scoring here. Lunged at by Wirtz. He just got a piece of it. Still 2 strikes. More sponsors to thank. Farmers Mutual Insurance. Also Northwest Iowa Bone, Joint, and Sports Surgeons. And Lohman with the 1-2 pitch. And a hard hit line drive gets into center field. 1 run is going to score. Coach Rowley puts up the stop sign at third to hold his base runner there. Justin Wirtz with a single RBI. Scores. Carson Box courtesy runner, Weir. Cooper Chiswick to third, Swanson to second. Justin Wirtz at first, bases loaded for Brendan Hasbrook. They are getting to Carson Lohman here in the fourth. Or here in the third. And outside, ball 1. They have gone through their lineup and still nobody out. And that one is low. 2 balls, no strikes. I think another run scored here, and I think Carson might get pulled. Based on what I've seen from the Storm Lake coach. He almost pulled him after that single by Justin Wirtz. 3 balls, no strikes. And there is no place to put Brendan Hasbrook. The bases are loaded. So 3 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. And that is ball 4. And that is a walk RBI for Brendan Hasbrook. Another run scores to make it 6-0. And here comes the coach for Storm Lake. And that's going to be it for Carson Lohman. And Storm Lake will make a pitching change. And it looks like they brought in their left fielder, I believe. But we'll give you some changes. And we'll recap so far what the third inning has brought us. Emmetsburg leading 6-0. What an inning for the Ehawks. We'll come back. We'll take a break. And we'll be back in, let's do 90 seconds here if we can. That work for you? 90 seconds. Back in 90 on Y100.
This school year with light-speed learning from Premier Communications. Our lightning-fast internet speeds are designed with students in mind. Say goodbye to buffering and lag during crucial study sessions and homework assignments. With blazing speeds and a secure connection, you'll fly through online assignments and exams with nothing slowing you down. Plus, our family-friendly packages cater to multiple devices, ensuring everyone in your home can learn, work, and play without interruption. Upgrade your online learning experience with Premier's Home Internet, where uninterrupted connection meets academic excellence. Sign up today for a seamless online learning experience with Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
A wild pitch scores Gavin Swanson, and that makes it 7-0. And then now a hit batter, and the bases back to being loaded again for Emmetsburg. Still nobody out here in the top of the third. 7-0. Ehawks lead. Ground ball picked up by Lohman. He's going to fire home. That is a force out, and that does get the out on Justin Wirtz. So Hasbrook will go to third. Madden to second, and Bay on the fielder's choice. The new pitcher is Ainao Chayawang, coming in for Carson Lohman. And that's going to hit Bronson Dietrich, and he is going to get an RBI, scoring Hasbrook to make it 8-0. Madden will go to third, and Bay to second, Dietrich at first. One away here in the top half of the third inning. What an inning for Emmetsburg. Carson Fetlin is the batter. 1 ball, no strikes. He got hit by a pitch earlier this inning. And a hard hit ground ball sneaks into left field. That is going to score a run. That is going to be a single. RBI. Scores Cameron Madden. Bay to third. Dietrich to second. The book is closed on Carson Lohman. It is now 9-0 Emmetsburg. Base is still loaded, 1 away for Carson Bach. And outside, ball 1. The pitch. And swung on and missed, strike 1. One ball, 1 strike. Inside and low, 2-1. And that one is missing. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Carson Bach. Big inning for the Ehawks here in the top of the third. They've scored 9 runs and fouled by Bach. So now 3-2. And the bases are loaded. There's only 1 away. And 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Bach. The pitch. And that is going to miss inside. And that'll be a walk RBI. And that's going to score Bay. And now it's 10-0 Emmetsburg. Dietrich to third, Fetlin to second. Base is still loaded, only 1 away here in the top half of the third. The Ehawks have opened up the floodgates here in the third inning. Chayavong pitching to Cooper Chiswick, and strike 1. Cooper's been on base both times here tonight, reached on an error back in the second, single RBI here earlier this inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. 10-0 Emmetsburg, top of the third. Big swing and a miss there, strike 2. Dietrich at third, Fetlin at second, Bach at first. He might have gotten Dawson Weir to run for him at first. Here's a ground ball. It's going to score a run as it is off the glove of the third baseman, Carson Lohman. So that's going to be a fielder's choice for Chiswick. No RBI, but it does score a run. Dietrich will score. No, not a fielder's choice. That's going to be, well, it will be a fielder's choice, but it'll be an error as well. And The inning continues, and it's now 11-0. And now Gavin Swanson, the batter again, strike one. Base is still loaded, one away. Fire over to first, and that might have hit the first baseman Braxton Jensen in the face. I don't think he saw it. I think he's okay. A run does score, but I don't think the sun is coming right at that area, and I don't think he saw the pickoff play. And it bounced right off it was either his body or his face. He says he's okay. And a run does score. Fatland scores. Base runner Chiswick stays at first. Emmetsburg has runners at first and third. Gavin Swanson, the batter. And strike two. It is Dawson Weir running, or not Dawson, Bryce Weir, I beg your pardon. Bryce Weir is running at third base. Swing and a miss, and strike three. Gavin Swanson goes down swinging for out number 2. And that's going to bring up Justin Wirtz again. So Weir's at third, Chiswick's at first, 2 away here in the third inning where 12 runs have been scored by Emmetsburg. Strike one. If Justin gets on base, Emmetsburg would go through their lineup twice this inning. That's going to miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. They chased out Carson Lohman. And now 2 balls, 1 strike. 12 runs are in for the E-Hawks here in the top half of the third. And the 2-1 pitch. And that is going to hit Wirtz. And now base is loaded once again for Emmetsburg, and that means Brendan Hasbrook will come to the plate, and Emmetsburg has gone through their lineup twice this inning. 18 batters this inning for Emmetsburg. So you got Weir at third, Chiswick at second, Wirtz at first, but then now he's got a courtesy runner. And I think that's Byron over there, Byron Mina. Base is loaded, 2 outs for Hasbrook. And a hard hit ground ball. And Lohman's going to pick it up, and all he's got to do is step on the bag at third for the force, and that's what he does. So fielder's choice for Hasbrook, but Chiswick is out on the unassisted at third base. What an inning for Emmetsburg. 12 runs. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. And I've got 1 error. Couple left on base. And there were, I believe, 4 hit batters that inning. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 5 hit batters that inning. So Emmetsburg with a nice inning. Big comfortable lead. They lead 12-0 heading into the bottom of the third. We'll take a break. We'll be back in 1 minute.
West Iowa bone, joint, and sports surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIAbone.com.
Located in a historical church, A Heavenly Celebration specializes in designer wedding gowns and full-service wedding party attire. They also provide couples with the latest home decor, flatware, crystal, and china options to complete their wedding registry. A Heavenly Celebration in Emmetsburg for all life's new beginnings.
Big inning for Emmetsburg there as they took advantage of some wild pitching. There were 6 hit batters. I think I said 5 going into break, but I recalculated. 6 hit batters that inning. And Emmetsburg, 18 batters sent to the plate. They scored 12 runs. They lead 12-0 here in the bottom of the third. Strike 2 now. Justin Wirtz working on catcher Ty Botholt of Storm Lake. And that is low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So big inning there. Ehawks with a 12-0 lead here in the bottom of the third. Thanks to Scott Higgins for this little tidbit of information as the 1-2 comes in. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. Nice pitch there, Justin Wirtz. Justin making his first start tonight, not only of the season, but he's making his first start since 8th grade. And looking pretty good is the junior. Appreciate that, Scott, listening back in the Emmetsburg area. 1 out. That's going to bring up first baseman Braxton Jensen. Jensen either took one off the face or the body, high shoulders or something on that pickoff play. He was okay, though. No, it could have been a lot worse. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Emmetsburg leading 12-0 here in the bottom of the third. 1 ball, 1 strike to Braxton Jensen. And Wirtz with the pitch. Foul tipped into the glove, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Emmetsburg with 12 runs on 7 hits. But they took advantage of 6 hit batters that inning. That one just misses low, 2-2. Gives us a chance to thank some more of our great sponsors like Bank Midwest, Heavenly Celebration, and also the Eye Care Center of Spirit Lake. 2-2. Missed. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Emmetsburg had Storm Lake had a base runner back in the first inning, a single by Alan White, but then doubled up on a double play by Woolman. They haven't had a base runner since. And the 3-2 pitch. And that one is going to miss low, and there is their first base runner since the first inning. That'll be the first walk issued by Justin Wirtz. And that's going to bring up Brock Edwards. The designated hitter for Storm Lake in the number 9 spot tonight for Coach Knapp. Wirtz will look in. Here's the pitch. And this one is hit hard into center field. That's going to drop and hang up a little bit. Drops right in front of Cameron Madden. And Storm Lake's got runners at first and second. Back to the top of the lineup for the Tornadoes, and that's going to bring up Charlie DeVergston, one of their leaders. And the third baseman is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. So DeVergston steps in. And he'll see that first pitch miss. The junior batting .379 on the season. He's got a couple of RBIs. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. And that's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the bottom of the third, Emmetsburg leading 12-0. Tornadoes runners at first and second, 1 away. And the 1-1. Fouled right back, 1-2. Wirtz, let's see, he's got 3 strikeouts here tonight as a pitcher. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To the batter, DeVergston. And the 1-2. Fouled it, back behind home plate, and out of play. The sun is slowly but surely making its descent. I don't think the winds are as strong as they were earlier today. Man, they were gusting at times up to 50 miles per hour. Here's the 1-2 high. 2-2. Emmetsburg 12, Storm Lake 0. We're in the bottom of the third. Justin Wirtz from the stretch. Pitching. Here's the 2-2. And low, 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Storm Lake already has base runners at first and second. And Wirtz with the 3-2. And foul, third base side. That's well out of play. Might get to the road. And the count remains 3-2. So I mentioned Storm Lake, they're done until Monday. Now Emmetsburg, they've got another game tomorrow. They're going to be hosting South Central Calhoun. That is a big matchup in the Twin Lakes Conference. Here's the 3-2. This one is driven deep into left field. Hasbrook is under it, but the wind is going to play some tricks, and he does make the catch. He gets it quickly back into the infield, and that is going to be out number 2. Nice play out there by Brennan Hasbrook in left field. That's tough with the winds swirling like that. You might think you're under it, and then all of a sudden it pushes it to the right a little bit. Nice job out there by Brennan. That's going to bring up Alan White, who had a hit back in the first inning. And that's in there for a strike. So back to that South Central Calhoun game tomorrow. Emmetsburg is undefeated in the Twin Lakes. Mentioned that earlier, 3-0. And talking to Coach Rowley earlier, he said South Central Calhoun is undefeated in the Twin Lakes. So big matchup. This one's fouled out of play, strike 2. That's in Emmetsburg. So if you get a chance, sounds like tomorrow's forecast is going to be fantastic. Be a great night to go support Emmetsburg on their home diamond in a big conference matchup tomorrow against South Central Calhoun. No balls, 2 strikes to Alan White. Here's the pitch, and it ricochets away from Bach. Base runners going to move up to second and third for Storm Lake. And now the count goes 1-2. Jensen goes to third, and Edwards to second. But Wirtz is a strike away from getting out of the inning. Emmetsburg up 12-0. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. And just missed, 2-2. Just a little bit low. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Alan White. And the 2-2. And this one is popped up into center field. Madden coming in. No, it's going to be the second baseman who makes the play, Cooper Chiswick. And he gets it in shallow center field for out number 3. Good inning for Emmetsburg defensively, as Storm Lake did threaten. But the Tornadoes, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base. And after 3 innings, Emmetsburg 12, Storm Lake 0. Back with the 4th inning in 1 minute on Y100 and Explore live video.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm and Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake.
Golden Buy's Truckload Outlet Sale in Spencer is a proud sponsor of local sports. Golden Buy's Truckload Outlet Sale sets the standard on quality products from major online retailers with up to 75% off. Go to Golden Buy's Treasure Outlet for online auctions, buy and now options, and exclusive deals.
Well, after 3 innings, Emmetsburg leading 12-0 here in Storm Lake. Baseball tonight on Y100 as our broadcast now at an hour old. And what an inning for Emmetsburg. They went through the lineup twice last inning. 18 batters sent to the plate. They scored 12 runs, 6 hits. They were hit 6 times. And now a big lead over the Tornadoes. Chayavong is the pitcher for Storm Lake. 1 ball and 1 strike. So 3 innings, Emmetsburg leads 12-0. And that is going to be 2 balls and 1 strike now to Madden. And this one is driven into left center field. That is going to split the gap. It is going to roll all the way to the fence. Madden is on his horse, rounding first, looking for second. Now he digs in, looking for 3, looking to head for a slide into the base, and he's out. Oh, that was a shot and a good relay by Storm Lake. David Gonzalez Santos to Alan White to Carson Lohman, center, short, third. And it just gets Cameron Madden trying to Pete Rose into third base, and they just got him on the tag. A great hit and a great play defensively. So you got to credit Madden there with the double, but then thrown out at third base trying to stretch it to 3. And 1 ball, 1 strike now to MJ Bay. So 12-0 remains the score, Emmetsburg. Strike 2 now to Bay. And now 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Emmetsburg shortstop. Foul tipped it, just stayed alive. So stays 1 and 2. We're in the top half of the 4th inning. Emmetsburg up 12-0. And that one misses inside, nearly hit Bay. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And this one is into right field. Richardson, he lost track of it. It goes over his head. It rolls to the fence. Rounding first, looking for 2. Bay stands in second. Now he's going to get on his horse, looking for 3. That is going to be a triple standing up. MJ Bay tonight has a double, a triple, and 2 runs scored. Nice job by Bay out into right field. Big hit there. And that's going to bring up Bronson Dietrich. This Emmetsburg team figuring things out. After starting the season 0-4, they've won 4 in a row, and they are looking good here tonight. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And lunged at, missed by Dietrich, 1 and 2. Probably reached at a ball there. But it is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hard hit ball here, deep in the hole at short. White with a nice pickup, long throw across first, gets it. But another RBI for Dietrich, as it will score Bay. And now Emmetsburg with a lead of 13-0. 3 RBIs for Bronson Dietrich tonight. That's going to bring up Carson Fetlin with 2 outs, nobody on base. 1 ball, no strikes. Big last couple innings for the Ehawks. And this one is chopped foul, third base side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Thanks to more of our great sponsors, Pizza Ranch of Emmetsburg, also Poet Biorefining, and by Aluma Trailers. Here's the 1-1. Inside, 2 balls, 1 strike. And the 2-1. And this one's a ground ball. Might see its way into right field. It does. Carson Fetlin aboard at first. That was just kind of far enough from first, far enough from second, kind of that gap area there, and Fetland is going to get a 2-out C&I single. He's got a 2-hit night. He's scored 2 runs tonight. And that's going to bring up Carson Bach. Emmetsburg 13, Storm Lake 0, top of the 4th inning. And this one's down the first baseline, foul. Strike 1. Thanks to Brian back at the studios, helping us out back there. No balls, 1 strike. And that one, it bounces in front of home plate and goes over the catcher to the backstop. Fetland will get to second easy. 1 ball, 1 strike. So now another runner in scoring position for Carson Bach and the Ehawk batters. Ground ball, first base side, strike 2. Also, thanks to Patrick running the camera and computer tonight for the Explore Live video portion. It's our first one of the summer season. We've tried to do other ones, but just couldn't with rainouts and different things. And inside corner, strike 3 gets Carson Bach for out number 3 here in the 4th inning. Emmetsburg scores another run, and they do so on 3 hits. There were no errors by Storm Lake. Emmetsburg does leave a base runner. After 3.5 innings, Emmetsburg leading 13-0. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th in 1 minute on Y100.
West Iowa bone, joint, and sports surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIAbone.com.
Located in a historical church, A Heavenly Celebration specializes in designer wedding gowns and full-service wedding party attire. They also provide couples with the latest home decor, flatware, crystal, and china options to complete their wedding registry. A Heavenly Celebration in Emmetsburg for all life's new beginnings.
We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, and Storm Lake Emmetsburg matching up tonight here on the baseball diamond, and softball too, but we are covering the baseball portion of this matchup tonight. Former Lakes Conference, you know, for the longest time Emmetsburg was in the Lakes Conference, but now for a number of years they've been part of the Twin Lakes. Storm Lake still in that Lakes Conference, but matching up tonight in non-conference play. Ehawks lead 13-0. Carson Woolman is leading things off for the Tornadoes here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Tornadoes with no runs on just 2 hits. Justin Wirtz has pitched pretty well for Emmetsburg. And this one is over the second baseman's head. And then it bounces in front of the right fielder, Fetland, and then it rolls to the fence. It's a good hit there by Carson Woolman. That took a really funny curve after it hit the ground. It hit the ground and then it just kind of kept curving away from Fetland. So got to give a double there to Carson Woolman. And that's going to bring up Jake White. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Emmetsburg leading 13-0. Ehawks have played some good ball here in the first 4 innings. 2 balls, no strikes. The big inning was the 3rd inning when they had 18 batters go to the plate. They went through their lineup twice. 2 balls, no strikes. Foul tipped. 2-1. That might have got a piece of the arm there of the catcher, Carson Bach. Home plate ump is aware of that, and so he'll kind of walk a little bit slow, take some time, and then checks, see if Bach's okay. He said he is, and we're ready to go. 2 balls, 1 strike. So Wirtz looks in with Lohman at second, and the 2-1 pitch. And that's a nice location shot right there, 2-2. Good pitch there, Justin Wirtz. 3 strikeouts in the first 3 innings to 1 walk. He's given up 3 hits. 2-2 pitch. And that misses low, 3-2. Emmetsburg up 13-0 in the bottom of the 4th. Jake White goes back into the box. 3-2. And that's low, ball 4. Storm Lake starts, runners at first and second, nobody out. And that's going to bring up Luke Richardson. So Luke Richardson, the batter for the Tornadoes. Swing and a miss, and strike 1. Emmetsburg hosting South Central Calhoun tomorrow to wrap up the week. Storm Lake is done after tonight. They'll play again Monday at Cherokee. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. We're going to pick our coverage back up again with more games next week, starting on Monday. This will be our final broadcast of the week. Here's the 0-2. And this one is going to get into center field. That is going to score a run. And, or at least the throw comes in, and might have got him. He did. Wow, what a throw by Cameron Madden. What a throw by Cameron Madden. A hit by Luke Richardson. I spoke too soon. Woolman got the green light to try to score, and Madden threw a dime. And out at home on the play. 1 out. Outside pitch, ball 1 to David Gonzalez Santos. That was a 1-hopper to the plate from Madden. My bad. I won't judge again until it's final. Swing and a miss, strike 1. I thought with that hit, kind of died. Wind kind of pushed it to the right a little bit. But man, what a throw. 1-1. And this one's into left field. And that's going to drop in front of the left fielder, Hasbrook. And he's going to get it quickly back into the infield. Bases loaded for Storm Lake. 1 away here in the 4th inning. Ty Botholt, the batter. Emmetsburg up 13-0, but Storm Lake threatening. Ty Botholt is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And that is ball 1. So White is at third, Richardson at second, Gonzalez Santos at first. Storm Lake has yet to score tonight, but they are threatening their biggest threat of the night, and there is their first run as it's a hit by pitch RBI. So that's going to score White. And then here comes one of the coaches for Emmetsburg to come out and talk to the infield. Let's take a break here. Well, let's see. Courtesy runner comes in for the catcher for Storm Lake. And the Ryland Richardson, I believe, is the base runner at first base. So let's not take a break at this moment. But Storm Lake trying to get back in this one. Just a quick meeting at the mound. 1 runner's in. Base is still loaded, 1 out. That's going to bring up Braxton Jensen. So 13-1 now the score. that is going to miss outside, ball one. Storm Lake scores their first run of the game here in the fourth inning. And that's outside, 2-0. And Wirtz is trying to get back to his form here. 2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss, strike one. That was a good pitch. Justin has given up a double, a walk, a single hit batter. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch here to Jensen. Strike 2. Emmetsburg 13, Storm Lake 1. Bottom of the fourth. Storm Lake has the bases loaded, 1 away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch by Wirtz. And this one's popped up foul territory, out of play behind third base side. Stays 2-2. I see some Storm Lake softball players making their way towards the stands, so that game must be over on the softball diamond. And 2-2 to Jensen. And 3-2 high and outside. And they got a play at the plate here and out. Trying to score was Luke Richardson. Nice play back. Quick flip to Wirtz, who tags out the base runner at home. David Gonzalez Santos goes to third. And the other Richardson courtesy runner go to second. But now there's 2 outs. And Wirtz is a strike away from getting out of the inning. And he will. Swing and miss, strike 3. Storm Lake leaves runners at second and third. Tornadoes score 1 run. 1, 2, 3 hits. There were no Emmetsburg errors. Tornadoes leave 2 on base, and they were both in scoring position. Justin Wirtz will pitch out of a jam here in the fourth. We played 4. Emmetsburg 13, Storm Lake 1. We're back in 1 minute.
West Iowa bone, joint, and sports surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIAbone.com.
Located in a historical church, A Heavenly Celebration specializes in designer wedding gowns and full-service wedding party attire. They also provide couples with the latest home decor, flatware, crystal, and china options to complete their wedding registry. A Heavenly Celebration in Emmetsburg for all life's new beginnings.
SlashPoint Sales in Emmetsburg is here to service all of your computer needs. If your computer is running a little slow, your antivirus has expired, or you need an upgrade, contact SlashPoint Sales in Emmetsburg, the local team to call when it comes to all of your computer, server, and IT needs. Servicing business networks, new desktops, laptops, and printers, and full system computer repairs. SlashPoint Sales provides reliable solutions. SlashPoint Sales in Emmetsburg. Stop in or call 712-852-8100.
Well, we got a new pitcher for Storm Lake as we start the top of the 5th inning. It will be Braxton Jensen. Chayavong goes back out into left, I believe. And then Carson Woolman stays at third. And then Charlie DeVerksen will go now from left to first. So let's just recap here. Charlie DeVerksen left, Gonzalez Santos center, Luke Richardson right, Carson Woolman at third, Alan White short, Jake White second, Charlie DeVerksen at first. Oh, Chayavong is out left, sorry. Charlie DeVerksen first, Ty Baho catcher, Braxton Jensen is the pitcher for Storm Lake as we go to the top half of the 5th. Emmetsburg going to bat with Cooper Chiswick. Strike 1. E-Hawks lead 13-1 here in the 5th inning. Cooper Chiswick the batter. And 1 ball, 1 strike. In case you missed it earlier, the 3rd inning was the big inning. Emmetsburg scored 12 runs that inning. 18 batters. Strike 2. Cooper has reached base all 3 times here tonight. Reached on an error in the second, hit by a pitch, scored a run in the third, and then he also in the third reached on an error. 1-2 pitch, check swing. He did not go around, and it did not hit the strike zone, so 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff batter here in the 5th for the Ehawks. They lead by 12. And the 2-2. And misses. And we'll thank some more sponsors like Spencer Physical Therapy, Lakeland Easy Stop, also K&W Electric. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And foul back to the netting. Still 3-2. Thank you so much for listening here on the FM dial or watching Explore Live Video under the Sports tab and on YouTube with our Explore Okoboji YouTube page. And that's going to be ball 4. Appreciate you and appreciate the sponsors making it possible. Brian back at the studios, Patrick to my right. We got the full team involved here tonight. And Emmetsburg with a great game so far, leading 13-1. Leadoff walk in the 5th. That's going to bring up Gavin Swanson. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Braxton Jensen, the 3rd pitcher tonight for Storm Lake. Carson Lohman started. Got roughed up a little bit in the first 2 innings. And then in the 3rd. And I believe he hit 6 batters. Here's the 0-1. Check swing. I don't think he went around. They're going to appeal to the base ump. And they're going to say, yes, he did. I thought Gavin maybe checked his swing there. Not the case. 0-2 the count. And this one's foul, 3rd base side. So still 0-2. Top half of the 5th, and Emmetsburg leads 13-1. Baseball. The pitch. And strike 3 called. That's going to be the first strikeout for Braxton Jensen for Storm Lake, out number 1. That's going to bring up the pitcher, Justin Wirtz. Wirtz is 1 for 2 with a single RBI. And a ground ball right back to the pitcher. He's going to throw to first, gets the play. And he's going to get Wirtz. Now, Cooper does go to second, but there's 2 away. And that's going to bring up Brennan Hasbrook, the left fielder. Number 9 hitter in the lineup for Coach Briar Rowley. He walked and scored RBI in the 3rd inning. Otherwise, he's 0 for 2. And that one is low, ball 1. Emmetsburg 13, Storm Lake 1, top of the 5th. Top of the 5th inning. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. And a big cut there by Hasbrook. And it's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1. And that's in the dirt, or low, and ricochets up. I want to say the dirt, but it's I keep reminding myself we got the turf infield here. So 2-1. And the pitch. And that's in there. Strike 2. And it's going to be 2 balls, 2 strikes to Brennan Hasbrook. 2 outs in the inning. The Hawks do have a base runner at second. And the 2-2. And that is going to be strike 3. So that's the end of the inning. In the 5th for Emmetsburg, no runs on no hits, no errors. 1 left on base. A couple of strikeouts for new pitcher Braxton Jensen. He also walked a batter. After 4.5 innings, Emmetsburg leads 13-1. Storm Lake's going to need at least 3 runs. Otherwise, the 10-run rule will come into play. We'll see what the E-Hawks can do and see if they can get 3 more outs to get the victory. Storm Lake coming up in 1 minute on Y100.
This school year with light-speed learning from Premier Communications. Our lightning-fast internet speeds are designed with students in mind. Say goodbye to buffering and lag during crucial study sessions and homework assignments. With blazing speeds and a secure connection, you'll fly through online assignments and exams with nothing slowing you down. Plus, our family-friendly packages cater to multiple devices, ensuring everyone in your home can learn, work, and play without interruption. Upgrade your online learning experience with Premier's Home Internet, where uninterrupted connection meets academic excellence. Sign up today for a seamless online learning experience with Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Emmetsburg up 13-1, looking for 3 outs. And Brock Edwards is the batter for Storm Lake. And 2 balls, no strikes. It's going to be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters for the Tornadoes. So 2 balls, no strikes to Brock Edwards. 3 balls, no strikes. So 3-0. And the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-pitch walk to start the inning. Not what you want to do there if you want to try to end this one. Coach Brian Rowley that might be it for Justin. 4-pitch walk to Brock Edwards. What a masterful job tonight if it is. And I believe it is the end for Justin Wirtz. Number 15 came in off the bench. Aiden Fair-Opine to maybe give a different glove. And I think that's it for Justin Wirtz. 4 innings pitched plus the 1 batter. And that's going to be it for him. And a nice job for Justin Wirtz. We're going to get to some of his totals here in just a little bit. The Ewoks will have a new pitcher as the lights start to come on here at Storm Lake. 13-1 Ewoks here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Storm Lake batting. We got a new pitcher. We'll bring you some changes, and we'll be back in 1 minute on Y100.
This school year with light-speed learning from Premier Communications. Our lightning-fast internet speeds are designed with students in mind. Say goodbye to buffering and lag during crucial study sessions and homework assignments. With blazing speeds and a secure connection, you'll fly through online assignments and exams with nothing slowing you down. Plus, our family-friendly packages cater to multiple devices, ensuring everyone in your home can learn, work, and play without interruption. Upgrade your online learning experience with Premier's Home Internet, where uninterrupted connection meets academic excellence. Sign up today for a seamless online learning experience with Premier Communications. Looking
Charlie DeVerts in the batter for Storm Lake. Cameron Madden is the new pitcher for Emmetsburg, and I think just a straight switch. Justin Wirtz out to center. And now strike 1 as Madden tries to shut the door down. So no balls, 1 strike. Brock Edwards at first for the Tornadoes. And nobody out. Storm Lake batting here in the bottom of the 5th. Emmetsburg leads 13-1. A big third inning for the Hawks, led to all, or not all, but most of their runs. Foul back, strike 2. In fact, 12 of their 13 runs that inning. Let's thank Palo Alto County Health System, Minnesota Community and Technical College, and Okoboji GM Toyota for helping sponsor our broadcast. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To DeVergston. And off-speed pitch, got him out in front. Swinging, out number 1. Strikeout Cameron Madden. That's going to bring up Alan White. 1 on for Storm Lake here in the 5th, 1 out. And Alan White, the batter, is 1 for 2 with a single. And just missed. 1 ball, no strikes. Game started at 7:03. Nice pace to the ball game, even with that big third inning for Emmetsburg. Good stop there by Carson Bach. It was low. 2 balls, no strikes. 13-1 Emmetsburg here in the bottom of the 5th. E-Hawks needing 2 more outs. Here's the pitch. 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes. Edwards at first. White, the batter. 1 out here in the 5th. Madden with the 3-0. And that's a 4-pitch walk. So Storm Lake first and second, 1 away. Carson Lohman, the batter. Carson hit into a double play back in the 1st inning, and then a double in the 4th. First and second for Storm Lake, 1 out. And outside. So that is... Oh, it's not Cameron Madden. I beg your pardon. Cooper Chiswick is the pitcher. This one is hard hit into left field. And that is going to be picked up by the left fielder. They're going to bring it in. Nice play. Cooper Chiswick is the pitcher, not Cameron Madden. I beg your pardon on that. So a single by Lohman is going to bring White to second and Edwards to third. 1 away, bases loaded. Jake White now the batter. Emmetsburg leading 13-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Outside. So Cooper Chiswick is the pitcher for Emmetsburg. And strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nice pitch there. And the 1-1. And right down the line, that is fair. 1 run is going to score. 2 runs are going to score. And now it makes it 13-3. That's going to be a single and 2 RBI. And that is going to score. Oh, no. Edwards and White. Lohman is at second, White at first. That's going to bring up Luke Richardson. That's got to be a foul ball. Yeah, that hit off of his leg or foot and then into a fair territory. That's going to be strike 1. 13-3 Emmetsburg here in the bottom of the 5th. Tornadoes runners at first and second. There's 1 out. The pitch. And strike 2. Nice pitch there by Cooper. Justin Wirtz started the game, 4 innings. Here in the 5th, Cooper Chiswick. And the 0-2. And strike 3 called, 2 away, nice pitch. Cooper's going to get his second strikeout. That's going to bring up David Gonzalez Santos. (13-3) Emmetsburg, bottom of the fifth, 2 outs. Tornadoes first and second. Strike 1. E-Hawks looking for one more out to end the game early. Storm Lake needs at least another run across to extend. No balls, 1 strike. And outside, 1-1. Thanks to more sponsors. Lakes Regional Healthcare, also Iowa Lakes Community College. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. And that one just misses. 2-1. Carson Lohman at second, Jake White at first. Gonzalez Santos at the plate. Emmetsburg is leading 13-3 here in the bottom of the fifth with 2 outs. 13-3 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. 2 balls, 1 strike to Gonzalez Santos. 3 balls, 1 strike. E-Hawks trying to get on the bus early. Storm Lake trying to extend the ball game. And the 3-1. And outside, ball 4. So ball 4, base is loaded for Storm Lake. Bases are loaded here for Storm Lake. Ty Botholt, the batter. 13-3 Emmetsburg, bottom of the fifth. 2 outs in the inning. And the pitch. Strike 1. Cooper Chiswick, the pitcher for Emmetsburg. After Justin Wirtz pitched the first 4 innings, we're here in the 5th. Cooper's pitch. Strike 2. No, just missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1. And that is strike 2. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Emmetsburg up by 10, looking for out number 3. And here's the 1-2. And missed inside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. And strike 3, got him looking. And that will end the ball game at 8:44. And that will be a 1 hour and 41-minute baseball game in 5 innings. 13-3 in 5 for the E-Hawks. A nice win for Emmetsburg as they go above 500. They are now 5-4. And Storm Lake drops to 7-5. This was a non-conference game, so it does not affect their conference record. But Emmetsburg has now won 5 games in a row, playing excellent baseball here in the last couple of weeks. 13-3 Emmetsburg in 5 innings. That's your final. And we'll take a break. Hopefully we'll get to talk to head coach Briar Rowley in our postgame. And speaking of the postgame, we're going to get into it right now. Brought to you by the Eye Care Center of Spirit Lake, courtesy of Dr. Cornwall and Dr. Jennis. We're going to take a 3-minute break here, and then we'll be back to Storm Lake High School. 3 minutes on Y100.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm and Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake.
Golden Buy's Truckload Outlet Sale in Spencer is a proud sponsor of local sports. Golden Buy's Truckload Outlet Sale sets the standard on quality products from major online retailers with up to 75% off. Go to Golden Buy's Treasure Outlet for online auctions, buy and now options, and exclusive deals.
Right?
Catch you guys later.
Hey, where you going?
Gotta work a double today.
Ooh.
Gotta save big time if I'm gonna pay for college.
Well, I applied at Iowa Lakes Community College, so no doubles for me. Have fun.
Apply now at Iowa Lakes. Save a boatload of money and be closer to home. We have lots of scholarship and financial aid available and tons of 2-year programs. Get a great education at a fraction of other colleges' tuition. Online at iowalakes.edu. Iowa Lakes Community College. We are Laker proud.
Door dings, fender benders, and crashes will more than likely happen to all of us at one point, and it can be a stressful time. The one thing you don't have to stress about is who will fix your car or truck. Emmetsburg Collision is here to straighten out your bent-up box side, bumper, and everything in between. Owner and operator Justin Nolte has more than 30 years of experience in bodywork. Call Emmetsburg Collision at 712-852-4043 to schedule your estimate and get the job done right. Emmetsburg Collision, located at 3303 Main Street in Emmetsburg.
Well, welcome back here to Storm Lake and the baseball diamond, and what a successful road trip for the E-Hawks as they take a victory lap here, it looks like. Most of the team rounding the outfield there after a meeting with the coaches, and an impressive victory over a really good Lakes Conference team in Storm Lake. But Emmetsburg takes advantage of a massive third inning, and let's recap that here just a little bit. In that third, Emmetsburg with 12 runs that inning on 6 hits. 18 batters went to the plate. And very impressive stuff there. So not only were they patient at the plate, they got some hits. They got hit by some pitching there from Storm Lake, some walks, and the E-Hawks took advantage of it. And unofficially, I have Emmetsburg 13 runs on 10 hits. And Patrick, see if you can zoom in on those E-Hawk players out there in the outfield, running along the outfield there. We're gonna have to really zoom in there. There we go. If you're watching on Explore Live Video, taking a victory lap there. Continuing my talks here, 13 runs on 10 hits for Emmetsburg. Up and down the lineup, Cameron Madden scored 2 runs. MJ Bay scored 3 runs. He had 2 hits. Bronson Dietrich with 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs. Carson Fetlin, 2 runs scored. Carson Bach had a hit, a walk, a couple of RBIs. Cooper Chiswick with a single RBI. Gavin Swanson with a run scored, RBI. Justin Wirtz, a single RBI. Brennan Hasbrook, a run scored, RBI. So up and down the lineup, very impressive for the E-Hawks. And Justin Wirtz, 4 innings pitched. He gave up just 1 run on 5 hits, struck out 4. Emmetsburg playing well. They have won 5 in a row. They are now 5-4 on the season. Big matchup against South Central Calhoun coming up tomorrow night at Emmetsburg. They'll be hosting South Central Calhoun for a big conference matchup. Storm Lake, they dropped to 7-5 on the season, and they are at Cherokee on Monday. And best of luck to the Tornadoes the rest of the way. Thanks to Patrick on the camera, computer, Brian back at the studios, all of our great sports sponsors. Thank you so much for listening as Emmetsburg does get the victory here tonight. 13-3 in 5 innings. Thought I saw the coach peeking out for just a little bit, but that's not the case. We'll catch up with him a little bit later on down the line. Check out our sports schedule at explorerkaboji.com. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Have a great weekend. We'll talk next week on Y100. I'm Scott Nolte.